Well, good morning. It's Leza live on the radio, on the news, 103.5 FM, KYCA. Happy Thursday. A little smoky out there this morning. Blue skies, but I can feel it in the air and I can feel it in my lungs. How about you guys?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Matt.
Yes.
I was waiting for
Your
the
microphone's
old man.
really low. Can you turn
Mine's
yourself?
low?
Yeah, I really got to hear you.
Yeah, you're low, Matt.
You know what? They turned this down.
Oh,
That's why.
so much better. Loud
That's
and proud.
why. They were
Loud
playing,
and proud.
Playing with my knobs.
There you go.
I don't like it when people play with my knobs.
I know the feeling. So, boy, we have a crowd in here. This is fun. Look at all the people up and at 'em on a Thursday morning. You gotta love it. Love the last show. Love listening to Malcolm and Phil and Karen called in. I heard
That was
Karen
awesome.
called
Oh, yeah.
in.
That was nice.
They were going at it.
I know they're not very happy. They're
Well,
not very happy. Yeah.
You know,
Maybe they can promote change. I don't know.
that's why we vote.
That's why we vote. But when we're not allowed to vote, then there's a problem.
Yes,
there
there
always is a problem when the people aren't allowed to vote. So anyhow, that's all I have to say about that.
Make Prescott great again.
Hey, I've got a situation.
Yeah.
Just one?
Just,
Well-
I was going to say, I'm sitting next to you, so you got more than one.
Matt is the problem.
I've got a big
Yes.
situation this morning. I want to warn everybody that I am uncaffeinated.
Okay, so
This is not a
So
good thing.
steer clear is what she's...
do a commercial.
No, I have to go. Well, okay, there's a whole debate in my mind last night going to bed. Do I get up extra early and go and give my blood and I have to
Oh,
do a
yeah.
blood test? You've done this.
I
You
did
have
that
to
last
fast.
week.
I remember.
Yeah, it was
You were
terrible.
uncaffeinated.
It was awful.
And you didn't even tell me, but I knew. Yeah, so it's like the whole debate, right? You're in your head. Do I get up
yeah.
early and go get it done before the show? Or do I sleep in an extra hour and do it after the show? Well, of course, obviously I chose to do it after the show, but that was a bad decision.
Well, I think so too, but the problem is on mine, I just had to schedule my next one.
Yeah.
That's 6 or 7 months or whatever, because they do it way in advance.
Yeah.
And I was doing the same thing. They're like, the soonest we could get you in here was like 8:15, and I'm like,
I know.
from Prescott Valley to Prescott, no,
Right.
that's not going to happen.
Right.
So I have to go after the show.
Yeah. So,
So
me
that's
too.
it's
Me
going to be
too.
a rough
So no
one.
coffee. I don't remember the last time in my life that I did not have coffee in the morning. I mean, it is a serious situation.
Kindergarten?
Just laughing, but I mean, it really is a situation, right, man?
Oh,
You
yeah.
understand?
Oh yeah, I can't function without.
I can barely sit here.
Yeah.
I understand. I know people exactly like you.
Yes.
But,
Yeah.
you know,
Do you live with one?
no.
No.
Jamie has just one cup of coffee, but
Yeah.
it's not like dire needs. Like, she doesn't get it.
Right.
No.
I only have one, but it is very important.
But
And
my-
it gets bigger and bigger all the time.
I only have one too.
Right.
Yeah,
What is
it
that?
just
What
happens
is that,
to
a
be,
30?
you know.
30.
30 ouncer? So,
Big gulp.
I mean,
It's Matt size.
It really is.
You could have got up early.
I coulda.
It doesn't do that.
But the thing is, they only open at 8, and then you're like, okay, will you be the first in line, or will you be the fifth in line? One time I did get up, and I went, and I got there, and I was the fifth in line.
Yeah, that means you're there for hours.
Exactly. So that's the thing. I can't make an appointment.
Why don't...
Yeah, I asked them, can I make an appointment 8:00? They said no. So you're taking a chance, and I chose not to take a chance this morning.
I agree with that. If
Yeah.
But if it was an appointment at 8, just zip in, zip out.
Exactly.
This
exactly.
this show is too important. Too important.
It is.
We have lots of information to give our listeners.
We do.
Trails,
we do.
Trails for Tatas was good yesterday.
How was Red Robin Yum?
Drew, did you enjoy your burger?
Oh, I thoroughly did.
You guys went up there and had a little.
And where were
snacky
you?
together.
You didn't want to have burgers with us?
Well, I did, but I have to go out with Matt tonight, so I really didn't want to go out with him
That's
2
a-
nights in a row.
That's a lot of Matt.
That is a good point.
A lot of Matt.
We're going to see Mission Impossible.
Oh, that's right,
8.
yeah.
Is it 8?
Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
8 officially. Yeah, the
uh,
final reckoning.
The final reckoning tonight. And so, yeah, I figured, and we're going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. I can't
Yeah.
really do
2 in a
Red
row.
Robin and then Buffalo Wild Wings. I mean,
Oh, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
All you
But it
can
was
eat.
good.
You're-
There was a lot of people at Red Robin.
Good.
Did you get the final donation count? by
No,
chance?
they won't have it. I'll have to ask
Yeah.
Lori. They won't have it for a few weeks.
Good. Well, a lot of
So-
people showed up.
Oh, yeah.
And it was delicious. What'd you have?
Oh, I got my bonsai
You
burger.
did the
Yeah.
bonsai burger with
Yeah.
the pineapple.
Yeah, with a salad.
Yeah, with the south. Good for you.
then-
Good for you.
Multiple fruity drinks because I was trying to hit up whatever was on happy hour.
Yeah.
and one was okay, the other one was not, and Drew was very judging.
Really? You, big old Matt with his fruity drink.
They were big drinks. One was blue and the other one was pink.
Oh, did they have an umbrella and fruit hanging off the
No,
side of
but
it?
whipped cream.
Whipped cream. Oh my God! But he had a salad.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, to balance it all
Yeah,
out.
as,
I
as
get
he's
it.
scraping the whipped cream off, going, yeah, now I got salad over here because I'm, oh, can I get that light dressing?
And Drew sat right next to me.
Oh, that's so cute. In a
It
booth
was.
on the same
It
side.
was.
Oh,
We shared
man.
French fries.
That's
did.
cute. And you had French fries too. Did you get the onion ring tower?
Of course. No, I just got onion rings with my burger.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the tower, that's a lot of onion.
You had onion rings and French fries? God, I missed a good time.
You did. It was happy hour.
Oh,
Lots of
man.
drinks to be had.
You were very happy.
And then Drew bought a shirt.
You bought a shirt.
I bought a
There
shirt
was
for
shopping?
Jamie
Yeah.
Oh man,
because I got to save tatas.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
okay.
definitely got to save those.
Right. Exactly.
So-
Exactly.
And that's a priority.
Priority number one.
Oh my heavens! Well, I'm so glad you had a good time.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay,
it was
so
good.
tonight we have the big plans. We're going to see Mission. Are you coming with us, Drew? Go.
No, unfortunately, by the time I get home, that's way past my
Yes.
bedtime. I got to be here.
Why? What time are we going?
Well, it starts at 6:40.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
fine.
so it won't be done until probably 9:30 at the
I'm
earliest.
gonna get a ride. I'm gonna get a ride, so I don't have to drive home that late.
Yeah.
So,
Just
yeah.
kidding. It's a joke.
Well, no, Drew just has, he's
I
got to
know,
be
he
here
gets
at
up early.
2:30 in the morning or
He
whatever
gets
it
up
is.
early. Yes.
4:30.
Right. I'm looking forward to it though. It's gonna be good. Tom Cruise in a movie, action film. It's gonna be great. Good.
I'm looking forward to hanging out with everybody at Buffalo Wild Wings and eating all those wings.
Yes.
And Drew, you can come to dinner with us.
Yeah, you can eat with us, Drew.
Okay. Well, I didn't eat with Jamie yesterday, so maybe I should hang out with her a little bit.
Well, you just go, hey, Jamie, we're having this big bash at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Maybe Jamie would like to come.
Right.
There's always that, Drew. You can't invite her.
She's working.
Okay. All right, so that's happening tonight. I had some very important information to share with you all.
More?
Since we can't drink it, we're going to talk about it.
What is this now?
Coffee fun facts.
Oh,
Ready?
I'm drinking
Ready?
coffee right now.
Ready? Ancient African tribes mixed coffee berries with fat to make energy balls, early protein bars, but way tastier. They originally chewed their coffee, not sipped it.
Oh, they've had the espresso bean candy things. Those are good.
Yeah.
Yum. Can't have those, though, when you're fasting.
No.
I wonder if I could suck on a coffee bean. Would that work?
Well,
Is it worth having to go and take a second blood
No.
test?
No, it is
because
not.
you want a coffee bean?
I'm good to go.
No.
I'm good to go. Okay, more? Want some more information?
of course.
The word coffee comes from the Arabic kahwa. Qahwa. How do you spell? How do you say that? Kahwa. It originally referred to
Yes.
wine. Okay, because coffee gave people a similar buzz. They're onto something here.
what
Yeah.
kind of coffee did they have?
I don't know.
That sounds delightful.
Yeah, buzz beer.
Yeah.
So, the world's most expensive coffee is made from animal poop.
Well,
we,
yeah,
we know
yeah,
this.
we
We've
know
heard
that
this.
one.
Yeah, the Kopai Luwak beans are digested and naturally processed through the digestive system by civet cats. It can cost up to $600 per pound. That's proof right there that coffee lovers are truly committed.
If
There's
anyone
some
is,
sick people out there.
I was gonna say, if anyone's had that,
Sick people.
if anyone's had that, it's Drew,
Okay.
because Drew's the refined one.
No.
Well,
Okay. It's like birdcage soup. Just because I was at the Commander's Palace and it's birdcage soup doesn't mean, and I like to eat food.
yeah.
I ain't having birdcage soup.
What's
We're not-
birdcage soup?
They feed the birds
Yeah.
food.
And then they eat what
and
comes
then
out?
when they poop it they take what's on the bottom and they make a
No, they do
Yes,
not.
they do.
That is a lie.
And it's extremely expensive, and I don't care what it is. I ain't eating it.
I ain't eating that. No.
That
Well, anything that gets processed through an animal, and then you're going to make me eat it again? No.
That-
No.
That sounds
That
like
ain't
something from Indiana Jones from the Temple of Doom.
Yeah, that really does.
Oh, yeah, like when that girl's chewing that stuff. And
Right?
Ew. I want to know if any of our listeners have had this very unique coffee. Give us a call, 928-541-1016. I'd drink a pot of it right now. A pot.
I'm just feeling
after
good
Saw was made.
that we finally got the daily doing.
I know.
Finally got a daily doing.
I know. Matt hates it when we don't talk about it.
I do.
Yeah.
It's a fact of everyday life.
It is. Everybody poops. Okay, let's move on. Finland drinks the most coffee per capita. The average Finn drinks about 4 cups a day. And that surprised me. I've been to Finland. People are a little grumpy in Finland. They just don't like Americans, I think.
Well,
And they see us coming a mile away.
plus they live in a very cold climate.
It's cold. It's cold,
Yeah,
but it's
and
not
it's
that
gray.
cold.
You know,
It is gray.
It stays gray.
It is gray.
You know,
They drink a lot
I
of
lived
coffee.
up in Seattle.
Yeah.
They drink a lot of coffee, and it's gray up
That's
there
a good
too.
point. It's a good point. Coffee was once banned several times, actually. Mecca in the 1500s, Italy in the 1600s, and even Sweden at one point. They called it satanic.
This sounds worse than prohibition.
Well, and that was taken, and the LDS Church does the same thing.
Oh, right. Because
Yeah,
they
they-
think it's satanic.
Yeah, they say it's bad.
Why? Because it
Actually,
makes you feel
warm
so good.
drinks are bad.
Yeah. Well, they don't like liquor either. The Mormon contingent. Well, anything that makes you off. But see, I'm off this morning. So
We're all off.
clearly.
I was going to say I was born off, so what do you do with that? I mean,
Is this interesting or should we move on?
Drew?
Your choice.
My choice. What else did I have on my
Dealer's
list to talk
choice.
about? Okay,
I don't know.
do you see Steve Gottlieb out there? He said he'd be here by 9:15.
I do not see
You do
Steve
not.
yet.
Okay, let's
Steve,
keep
drive
talking.
faster, please.
Then let's keep talking about coffee. Espresso has less caffeine than drip coffee per cup. Ounce for ounce, it's stronger, but a full cup of drip usually packs a bigger caffeine punch overall. The first webcam was invented for coffee. Nobody's
Why?
saying. In 1991, scientists at Cambridge created a webcam to monitor the coffee pot so no one wasted a trip. I think that's supposed
That's
to
just-
say drip.
Drip.
I think that's what it says.
That's just. I was gonna say that's just lazy nerds right
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, nerd priorities, 10 out of 10. Yeah, that's funny. I would think that you would put the cam on to make sure that nobody stole it,
Yeah.
right?
Or who finishes it and puts it back
And
and,
does
leaves it
it-
on? Yeah.
Or
doesn't start anymore?
doesn't start a new pot.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
that's a problem.
Yep.
When you work in an office, you got to have that smell
So
oozing out of the break room.
so how many cups do you drink a day
Just
on
one.
average? Okay, I got my vat.
That's
but
probably
Let's go by ounces.
that's probably
Let's
like
not go
yeah.
by cups.
Okay, but
How many ounces do you drink? You got a
Probably-
30 there. He's got a 30. You got a what? A 42?
No, this is water. This
Oh,
is
all right.
water. This is
But normally that's coffee.
filtered water. No,
Yeah.
I never put coffee in this.
Oh, not-
It'd be too hot coming through the straw.
Oh, okay.
But no, I just drink a ceramic mug every morning, about 11 ounces maybe, 10 to 11 ounces.
All right.
So not a whole lot, but that one really makes a difference in my life, in the joy of my life.
And you warm your hands
I
up with it,
warm
don't
my
you?
hands. I
See?
sip it while I get ready and listen to the news. It's just a routine that I enjoy.
This started out smaller.
Yeah.
It started out as just the little baby coffee pot,
Oh yes.
and that is about 20-ish.
Right.
And then it broke, and so I had a full coffee pot just sitting around, and it slowly, as I get newer and newer mugs, it slowly
Yeah.
just gets more.
Gets bigger
Yeah.
and bigger. Yeah.
But at least I am not like friend of the show, Mr. Matt Santos.
yes.
He measures his coffee not in cups,
Yeah.
in pots.
Oh, is that
He
right?
drinks multiple pots a
Is
day, and
that
not little ones,
right?
full size. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. A lot of people do that.
I used to.
You used to, and then why don't you drink it anymore?
Because I drank so much coffee, I basically ruined my stomach lining.
Oh.
I was a 2-pot in the morning,
Oh,
and then would drink coffee with sales calls.
yeah.
And then after lunch, 2 jolts and a Kit Kat bar, and I was ready
Holy
to go.
smokes! That's
Yeah.
dedication.
What? Are you a teenager? 2 Jolts and a Kit Kat bar? Like Jolt Cola?
Yeah, those things were great.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I was gonna say,
no
that's-
wonder your guts rot.
Well, after that, I had an issue, so I just stopped drinking.
Yeah.
Because it was not. I was having some serious issues.
Yeah, like what?
Like what? Yeah.
The big D.
Oh no!
For
just
days?
having to eat Tums and acid
Oh,
reflux
acid.
and stuff.
Yes.
So finally went to the doctor, and he said, "Well, what's your normal routine?" Well, I have a pot here, then I go to work, I have another pot. Then he's
Right.
like, "Okay, we got to stop this," and that was hard after.
I bet it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
But after I got used to it, then I couldn't drink coffee
yeah,
anymore.
you were over it.
Yeah, kind of.
How interesting.
Now I drink tea.
Yes.
I
I know
understand the
you do.
jolt. I understand the jolt because I didn't like the taste of coffee
Yeah.
initially. And so
Yeah.
when I was in high school and college and probably a little after, I drank coffee sparingly.
Uh-huh.
But I did Mountain Dew and Jolt Cola. But Jolt Cola is expensive to get here because it's an East Coast thing.
Uh-huh.
But it has, what, two or three times
Three
the caffeine?
times.
Yeah, three
Three
times the
times?
caffeine.
3 times the caffeine
See-
of a normal Coke, a regular Coke,
Regular
not a
Coke,
Diet
yeah.
Coke.
I don't think it's the caffeine that I love so much more than the taste.
routine.
I like the routine and I love the taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but the caffeine, if I have more than one, I mean, I can't
You'd be-
golf. I get jittery. Yeah.
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 I could see that.
Yeah. And if I drink it later in the day, I can't sleep. So it really affects me.
What if you go like golfing in the morning? Do you still drink coffee?
No, no.
See, so
No.
you've gone without it
Do you
then.
drink Coke on the golf
No,
course?
I have a Bloody Mary.
All right.
Yeah, breakfast of champions on the
All right.
when you golf in the morning, that's what wakes you up, right? No,
Okay.
am I alone
It's
here?
all spicy. I don't know. I don't golf, so
In the well, never mind.
I mean, like you have an early tea time, like 7, 8, 9, 10, sometimes even 11.
An early
Any-
tea time, 11.
lunch.
Okay, we should move on. I don't see Steve Gottlieb.
I don't
Steve,
either.
where are you? You're supposed to be up next. We're going to talk about the Brew Fest. Yes, I see we have Diane from the Heritage Park
Diane came in
Zoological
with a-
Sanctuary.
with a beautiful critter. I
we'll
couldn't
just
see
move
it.
on. We'll just move on then.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. Coming up, we're going to be talking about the Heritage Park Zoological Sanctuary. Stick around for that. Right now, your health isn't one size fits all, and neither should your health care be. At Prescott Women's Clinic, they get it. With personalized care tailored to your needs, whether it's routine screenings, family planning, or menopause management, their expert providers are here to listen, support, and guide you because your health deserves specialized care. And at Prescott Women's Clinic, that's exactly what you get. You can make an appointment online and learn more at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com or just make your appointment today, 928-778-4300. Welcome back. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM KYCA. Joining us in studio, we have Diane Cruz, the Education Programs Manager at the Heritage Park Zoological Sanctuary. Welcome, Diane.
Thank you.
And you brought along with you a little buddy. Who's this?
This is Max.
Max.
What do you say?
Hello, Max.
Let's see if I get him to say hello.
Okay.
No, what do you say? He's like a little nervous with everything.
Well, sure. He
we'll
sees
try
the
and ask him.
microphones. He's like, nobody's paying me to be
Yeah.
broadcasting today.
We'll ask him a little bit once he gets a chance to look around.
So Max is a gold and blue macaw.
Blue and gold macaw. They're native to part of Central and mostly South America. They live in family groups, big flocks.
Yes.
And he was a former pet, so he's an Arizona native, even though they're not naturally here in Arizona.
Okay, yes. Well, he is just beautiful. He was somebody's pet, and they're having a problem with him, or they had to give him up, or what's the story?
Well, unfortunately, it's a common occurrence because large macaws like this can live equal to human length, so 70 years is possible.
Wow.
And as humans age, often they're not able to give them the care that they need. And so that
Yes.
was sort of the case with his previous owner. He's been at the zoo for probably about 12 years or so now. So
Wow.
yeah, he's settled in, but it's a great place for him. He loves all the activity and commotion and attention that he gets there.
I bet he does. So how old do you think he is?
Well, he's about 32.
32. So he's a
Yes.
youngin'.
He is, yes.
Yeah. Oh, he is so beautiful. Hello.
Can you say-
Hello.
Can you say hello? Oh, he's very quiet.
I heard him.
Yes.
Good boy.
That's his shy. Maybe eventually he'll probably start yelling it pretty loud.
Oh, and he's welcome to. If we will stop talking if he starts.
Okay.
Is that all he says is hello?
That's all he says on cue. He says
Yeah.
quite a bit. He likes to always, put his 2 cents in when we're talking, sort of mumbling. But he can laugh. He can say good bird. He says hi, Max. Lots of different things.
How sweet. How
Yeah.
is it that they can speak so well?
Well, there's actually. Oh, he's waving to
Is he
you.
waving to
yes,
me?
that's
Hi,
his lovely
Max.
wave.
How cute.
So parrots don't have a voice box like we do, but they have a syrinx, so it functions similarly in the way that it helps them to make sound. And it's not just parrots, actually. There's quite a few different bird species. Ravens are one that can actually copy human sound.
Is that right? I didn't know that about ravens.
Yeah.
We have a lot of those around here.
Oh, yeah. If you get one that's used to being around people, a lot of times they'll start speaking English.
Oh
if
my
you're speak English around them.
That would be so crazy.
I know it is.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
we've had several ravens before that talk to you, and
Yeah.
it's disconcerting because you're like, who's saying that?
Yes. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
You know how you're just doing your thing and then you hear somebody talking, there's
Yeah.
nobody there? It's a raven.
It's
now we
probably
know.
a raven.
Now we know.
Or a parrot, yeah. So they can copy sound. Some of them are better at it than others. The macaws aren't really one of the better known speakers, but there are some parrot species that could actually sound exactly like individual people. So you might think, like your mom's talking to you and it's a parrot because they'll copy exact sound.
That is amazing.
It is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, it does help them in the wild. They stay in family groups, and sort of like when all the kids are playing and your mom's saying time to come home. You know whose mom it is. So
Right.
they can kind of copy sound to help them to determine their family groups
Very
from
nice.
others. Yeah, but then of course if you get one, you're going to be their family, and they're going to try and sound like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would be just fine. Just fine with me.
What do you say? Can you say hello?
He says, no, dead hair. No. Well, we'll give him a chance throughout. We're gonna talk a little bit because we've got a lot going on at the Heritage Park Zoo.
There is a lot going on.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Well, but let's talk about Max first.
Okay.
Does he live alone? Is he in an environment that he's alone, or does
So
he have friends
has
and family?
neighbors close by, a couple other small conures, which are a type of parrot.
Mhm.
But because he was hand raised, he doesn't really think he's a parrot. He thinks he's a human.
Uh-huh.
So he had been with another bird before and was not excited about it. Basically was like, what is this thing you've put me with? This
Yeah.
is not,
Right.
this is not my family.
Yes, he knows.
He does. So he wants to be with his people family.
Sure.
And so he does live by himself, and he gets a lot of attention, though. He has an indoor-outdoor enclosure. So
Oh, nice.
as the weather warms up, he should be out more.
Yes.
And so the public can see him, and he loves when people talk to him, and school children, they sing to him because sometimes he'll dance.
Oh,
Yeah.
Max likes to dance.
He does,
huh?
yes. He enjoys a good beat.
That is great. Can Max fly?
He doesn't fly.
Mm-hmm.
One thing about parrots is they usually don't learn to fly out in the wild, just like our wild birds around here. They spend time practicing. Their moms encourage them. They build up strength. When they're a pet, we usually don't give them that opportunity. So as they're older, it's hard for them to learn, sort of like people
Sure.
can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Right.
You know that saying?
Yes.
Well, you can. It's just very challenging. So
Sure.
because he hasn't really learned how to get up and down from different elevations and come back, we do trim his wings just to make sure that if he were to get a gust of wind or something would startle him, that he wouldn't have the ability to go up and get stuck in a tree.
Right. Right.
So, yeah.
Does he get to visit? For education, does he get to travel to different places like he's here today?
He does. He was just at Mile High Middle School on Monday.
Yes.
And he definitely visits school children when they come to the zoo if they ask for a presentation. And then, of course, our summer camp. He's definitely one of the animals that they love to visit.
Oh,
so
I'm sure.
yes,
I'm
he
sure he's so
travels
well
around.
behaved. Yeah, I can tell he likes being out. He's not scared or he's just hanging out.
He does. He has his personal bubble. He doesn't want people to touch him that he doesn't know.
Right.
But
Just like me.
Exactly. But he loves people, to give him attention, just not
Yes.
touching him. Yeah.
Very
Kind
good.
of like us.
Yeah.
Have to get to know you for a while.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. What does he eat?
So in the wild, they would be eating a lot of things you'd find in trees. So different leaves and bark and fruit and flower pods and things like that. They eat a lot of the seeds that are in the fruit, so not necessarily the hard kind of bird seed like where you associate. But he does get treats, sunflower seeds and nuts and things like that for treats. And then at the zoo, he also gets a pellet that is made just for parrots, his type of bird, with fruits and vegetables.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, he is just beautiful. I'm so glad you were able to bring him in.
Can you speak? Can you say something? Oh, did you hear him say hello?
Yeah,
Okay.
hello.
It's very quiet, but he still said it. Yeah.
he sure did. Hello. Hello and welcome. I'm so glad you're here with us today. If you guys aren't streaming, you can always hop on. We stream live worldwide online at kyca.info and also our Facebook page. And you're going to miss, you can always go out to the zoo to see Max, but
Yes.
he's with us this morning, which is just a treat, Diana. Oh, and he loves to wave.
He does.
How cute is that? How fun. What else can you tell us about macaws or parrots in general?
Well, I would like to say that unfortunately all the rescues are full. It's not like a dog or a cat where you have maybe a 10-year turnover. When you have a rescued parrot, and if you're keeping it for life, you could
Yes.
potentially have that bird for 70 years. So
Yes.
slower turnover for the rescues. So I would encourage people to try and adopt instead of getting a brand new baby. You can still form a bond with them. You don't have to have a baby. And there's so many awesome parrots just waiting for a second chance to have a loving home. It's not a great idea to get one and just think, oh, I'll just return it if, my
No.
situation changes, because they
Right.
really do bond. They're very intelligent. They have a very hard time with change. And sometimes they'll have, emotional issues over it
Sure.
and could have a lot of problems. So it's always better to really consider your future before getting any sort of pet, but
Right.
definitely a parrot. It's a big responsibility. They're very different from dogs and cats.
Yes.
Different food requirements. They have things that will make them sick that you might not be aware of. They're very sensitive to airborne toxins, things like that.
Wow, so interesting.
Yeah.
So there's a rescue, just like a dog rescue, there's a parrot rescue. People can find more information on where they can rescue an animal
There
like this?
are, yes. If you look up, parrot rescue near me or something, there's lots throughout the state, there's lots throughout the country, and unfortunately they're all full. Some of them rescue them and keep them forever because they know how challenging change can be for them.
Sure.
Others will want to adopt them out to, appropriate homes. So
Yes.
I would say, yes, do your research, look for a rescue. There's plenty out there.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, so we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, let's talk about the Heritage Park Zoo. I
Fun.
know there's a lot going on. You have, what do you call it, the Park After Dark?
Yes,
Coming
after dark at
up.
the park.
After Dark at the Park. And
Yeah.
then also, I'm sure you have some summer camps you want to chat about. So,
Yes, lots going on.
all right, more coming up here on Leza Live. Stay with us. So did you guys know that an improper bite can cause cracked or damaged teeth over time? time. At Pro Solutions Dental Group, they specialize in identifying and correcting bite issues to protect your teeth and keep your smile healthy for years to come. With their expert care, you can prevent future damage and enjoy the confidence of a strong, beautiful smile. Don't let bite problems go unnoticed. Learn more about their bite correction and prevention solutions today by calling 928-776-1208 or visit PrescottDentist.com. We're back. We're so happy you're with us this morning. It's Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. Our guest this morning, Diane Cruz, the Education Programs Manager at the Heritage Park Zoological Sanctuary. And we have Max, who is a blue and gold macaw.
What do you say? Oh my goodness, he's getting quieter.
He's like, that lady talking across from me is really loud. Oh, well, he is just beautiful, and it's been so fun getting to know him a little bit. And, of course, people can come out to the zoo and see Max just about every day, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Especially as the weather warms up, he'll be out more.
Wonderful.
And he loves visitors.
Wonderful. Well, and we were talking about how we've been following the eaglets, the bald eagles at Big Bear Valley, and you confirmed, because I thought we had a bald eagle out there at the zoo.
We do. We have Montana. She's a bald eagle, and Tika is a golden eagle. They're adjacent to each other, so they're both big, beautiful girl females.
Right.
Yeah.
And how old are they?
Well, put me on the spot there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Or approximately.
I mean, yeah, they're at least in their teens, but eagles can live a long time.
Yes, I guess that's why I'm so interested in their age.
Yeah.
Because they do live a long time.
They do.
Yes. And how did we acquire the Montana?
Well, she was injured. Her name was Montana because she had been banded in Montana, so they knew where she came from. But she was found, I believe, in Flagstaff with an injury that was older. So unfortunately, she wasn't able to be returned to the wild
Gotcha.
to fly due to her injuries. So yeah, she lives at the zoo, and she has ramps to help her get up and down, so she can still get up high where she prefers.
Yes.
And sometimes, she'll talk to you. Eagles make beautiful sounds. A lot of times, the eagle sound is used in a lot of movies, no matter what the bird they're showing.
Oh, is that right? Because it sounds
eagles,
so good.
Red-tailed hawk too is another one that they'll put in for a lot of different birds. So it just it's kind of funny when you hear
That is
something that doesn't go with the bird.
It would be funny for you. For us, we're
Well,
like, that sounds right.
True.
about right."
Yeah. The red-tailed hawks, they use that for everything. But the eagles make a beautiful sound as well. It just sounds different than I think most people expect.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Well, let's talk a little bit about what's going on at the Heritage Park Zoological Sanctuary. You guys are ramping up for a big season, I'm sure.
We are now. The weather's getting warmer. We're getting into our summer programming. So we do have a lot going on this weekend. We do have Sip and Paint, which is fun. Of course, you get to visit one of the animals, hear from the keepers, then paint with an instructor who can help you out, and you don't have to be good at it, or you don't even have to paint at all if you want to just come for the sipping part.
I bet there are a couple that are up for that.
Yes. And then we have a big fundraiser after dark at the park, which is 21 and over. There's music, there's animal talks from the keepers. There's, of course, alcohol and other food. We have a food truck. So it's a lot of fun to come in the evening for an adult-only time at the zoo.
Right. And Drew, you went to that event last year, right?
Was wonderful.
Yes. And there was a band last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, All She Wrote played.
Right.
And what I thought was really neat
Jazz on this year.
was how the animals all rocked out.
Oh, all the animals rocked out, he
Yeah,
said.
I mean, as the music was playing, all the
Yes.
animals, the bird.
Sure, they like music too.
Oh, it was great. And they made so much noise because when the band stopped,
Yeah.
they stopped.
Oh, wow.
It was a
says-
very enjoyable night. The weather was fantastic.
Yeah.
It was really nice because there wasn't a lot of people, so you could, walk up, and they had the Jaguars there. That was the
Right.
first one for the Jags. So
Yes.
that was really cool.
Yes. Well, Drew had a great time, and he said it was really awesome to watch the animals rock out while the humans were as well.
Nice.
Yeah. Very nice. Does Max like music?
He does, yes. A lot of
Yes.
times he'll dance when he hears a
That's
good
what you
beat.
said. Yeah, you did say that before. Very nice. So where do people get tickets for that event?
You can get tickets online. If you go to our website, you can be directly connected to a link to sign up. You could
Okay.
do it over the phone. You could do it in person. In the gift shop, you can get tickets many ways. I
Very
believe you can
nice.
also purchase day of at the gate.
Okay, fantastic. And you said there will be live music there this year as
Yes,
well.
yes.
Yes, who'll be performing?
I believe it's Jazz On. I haven't heard them
Yeah.
myself before, but
Right.
from what I've heard, they're a very good band and people enjoyed it.
Fabulous. All right. Again, you can get your tickets online, heritageparkzoo.org. All right. And that, of course, is coming up on the 31st of
Yes, last day of May.
May. 5:30 to 8:30. Very fun. Okay, so what else is going on at the zoo? You have summer camps coming up?
We do. Our summer camp starts that first Monday in June. We have 7 weeks of it. We still have space for almost all the weeks, but we are filling up fast. But that is also a great opportunity to have your kid come for either a week or multiple weeks at the zoo, have them interact with animals, do fun games, activities. They go to the lake one day, so it's a lot of fun. And you can sign up again by visiting our website, in person, over the phone, however you'd like to do it. We have the opportunity to take your reservation.
That is wonderful. I remember when my kids were little, you always had to get on that early because it always sold out. It's such a great program.
It does. We start kind of early to make sure people have time, but I think people forget about summer. What am I going to do with my kids until
Right.
sort of last minute?
Sure,
So
sure.
yeah, you try and get in early.
Right, absolutely. Anything else going on or coming up that you want to share?
Well, we always have our breakfasts with the animals throughout the summer. We have Zoo by Moonlight every full moon, where you get a chance to come out in the evening and see the animals that maybe not so excited to be out during the day. So we have lots of nocturnal animals, especially the cats that are usually active at night. We have our baby bears that are a big hit. They're always
Yes.
playing and rolling fooling around and just having a good time with each other. Definitely recommend seeing them when they're young.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they doing well?
They are.
Yes.
Yes. They're healing from their injuries. They're getting along. They've lost their winter coat. They're starting to look real sleek and beautiful for the summer.
Oh, fantastic. Always a great time at the Heritage Park Zoological Sanctuary, definitely. And of course, there's Max,
Yes.
who's just waiting for visitors.
have to come
Yes.
see Max.
And see if he'll say hello to you.
Yes.
What a good boy. All right. Anything else you want to share? We're watching the eaglets this morning, and what do they call that when they're practicing flying? Look at him go.
Yes,
Wow.
when they're fledging is when they're starting to fly. They have to practice. It's just like us. If you don't just get up out of bed one day and say I'm going to run a 5-mile marathon.
Right.
You do have to practice, build your muscles up. That's exactly what they're doing when they're flapping and
Yes.
hopping around. They need to build up those muscles because it's a lot of work flying, especially with a big bird like that, big
Sure.
wingspan.
Sure, you can only imagine. I had never seen them do that before. Had you, Matt? That was pretty amazing. We've seen them stretch their wings and flap them, but that one was jumping and flapping at the same
Yeah,
time.
no, I think that's the first
Yeah.
in a little bit. I mean, I've seen him do a little bit, but not jumping.
Pretty amazing. We love animals here on Leza Live, so we
Yay.
appreciate you coming in and bringing Max with you. Max, will you come back?
You see everything? What do you say?
He's looking at you like, what? Are you crazy?
He's like, I don't do that.
Are you shy, Max? Are you shy?
It's like, I just want to eat your microphone.
Yeah, he really wants to eat the microphone. Yeah, that beak is something else.
It is.
Yes. Do they bite?
Well, I mean, anything with a mouth can bite, and
Sure.
most animals are going to bite if they feel threatened, endangered, scared, somehow
Sure.
protective.
Mhm.
And a lot of pet parrots do react to bite because a lot of times humans don't pay attention to the subtle cues that animals give.
Right.
So it is really important because they do give cues with that they're feeling upset or stressed or scared. But if
Yeah.
they do bite, yes, they can actually remove your finger.
Oh, wow. Have you ever been bitten?
I've been bitten several times.
Yeah.
No fault of the bird. It's
Sure.
usually an animal is stuck or scared or somehow.
Sure.
But yes, they can bite hard. It's just best to look at their subtle cues and respect their
Right.
feelings as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we just have been treated this morning. It's been a real treat having you here, Max. And you come back at any time you want, okay?
All right.
Look, he raises his feathers when he hears his name. Yeah. What's he doing when he does that? Is that excitement or is that...
Well, sometimes they're getting ready to kind of straighten out their feathers. They'll lift them up really high and then usually shake. It's
Uh-huh.
called rousing. So their feathers being all in line and perfectly conditioned is real important for them. So
Yes. Well, you're just beautiful, and so are you, Diane.
Oh,
He
thank
gets-
you.
He gets all the credit and all the attention, doesn't he?
I
can tell.
know.
I can tell. Wonderful. All right, we're going to take another break, and when we come back, we're going to talk with Steve Gottlieb about Brewfest coming up next month here in Prescott. Stay with us. All right, I've been talking a lot about it. My new whole home water filtration system. I love it. It even makes my coffee taste better, which I'm missing this morning. Talked about that earlier. But from drinking, cooking, bathing, every faucet in my home is provided with safe and cleaner water. And this is pretty amazing. This system that I got for my whole home is able to remove or reduce pesticides, herbicides, arsenic, radium, uranium, so many other toxic chemicals and bacteria. I know that I don't want to be drinking every day. I was filtering my water with a little Brita in the fridge, and this is just the next big awesome step. I'm so excited about it. Go up and talk to Vicky and the team at H2O Health, Water and Health Solutions. You can give them a call and schedule a free consultation. The number is 928-899-7504, and they'll tell you that you should either buy a filter or be a filter. I don't want to be a filter. I want to drink filtered water. And so see what you can learn from H2O Health, Water and Health Solutions, 928-899-7504. And when you do call them or talk to them, tell them Leza sent you.
Getting real.
Welcome back, and thanks for listening. It's Leza live on the news, 103.5 FM, KYCA. Joining us in studio, Steve Gottlieb from Eagle Management and Events. Good morning.
Good morning. I like the transition from the baby Eagles
Yes,
to Eagle Management
right.
Events. I was sitting in the lobby listening, going, "There's a great transition."
It kind of works, doesn't
Kind
it?
of works. It's like you planned it or something.
Well, we are professionals.
So, how many years do you think? Well, moving right along
Yes,
there.
right,
yeah,
right,
we are. We profess to be. How many years have I done the Brew Festival?
Jeez, good question.
Pick a number.
I'm going to say 22.
You're close. That's what I thought in my mind too.
22. Has it really been that long?
How long has it been?
17 years.
17
I was gonna say,
years.
yeah, I think it's been as long as I've been here, so that's pretty
Yeah.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17 years.
17
So
years.
this will be the 17th Whiskey Row Brew Fest. I mean, it started out PAYP with then Party in the Pines, and then
Yes.
they all were rolling, and we had 3 beer festivals going, and now we're down to 1.
Yeah.
We have only 1 beer festival.
One bit, and it's a big one.
Yes, it's massive.
When
It is.
When it's so big and so perfect, you only need one.
Well, and everybody wants to get in there too, so that helps a little bit.
Matt's not
I'm
agreeing.
leaving it alone.
He's
I'm
not-
leaving it alone.
So we have get right to it. We have a big beer list this year. We're going
Okay.
to finalize. We're doing our first wave Friday. Tomorrow we'll have our beer list stuff listing 23 liquor suppliers.
Wow.
So that will be 27 is how many we had last year.
Okay.
And that's wave 1. We've got about 60 brewers that have interest that are trying to find staff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always a scramble at the end because these breweries don't know what they're going to have when
Right.
summer rolls around,
Sure.
when school lets out, and their people move on and do other stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's where we're at. But we've got some really solid beers. And want to thank Scout Distribution. Of course, we're leading. Wren House will be there. They brew at the airport.
Yes.
So they'll be there. We've
Love
got Granite Mountain on the liquor side. So Cheryl's coming for us there. Music.
Yeah, let's talk about music.
Well Dressed Wolves.
Oh, fantastic.
I
A
wanted
local
some-
favorite.
Yes, I wanted
Yeah.
something upbeat and local.
Yeah.
And so we'll be on the Mile High Field, and
Okay.
it's emerald green. God bless the school district.
Oh, it's so comfortable to be out there on the grass.
I know.
Ever since it was moved
Yeah, I
to
get
that
off.
location.
Yeah, that's Joe Baines.
Yeah.
And Joe Howard.
Yeah, very smart.
Got the streets all opened up downtown.
Yeah.
And said, let's get you over there. And then we made it work from there. We've had a lot of events through the years there, but they wanted to get the beer festivals and have a place that people could go have big festivals and
Yeah.
not take up parking downtown.
Right. It works.
So,
It absolutely works.
so we've got that. And then we've got some food trucks.
Okay.
My Spanish is horrible. Who's got good Spanish?
I do.
Okay, here we go. You get
I
to
fake
lead
it.
off
I fake it till I make
the
it.
bottom one.
Ni de aquí, ni de allá.
It's a taco truck.
Oh.
What if
All
I
you
know?
need to know
I surprised
is
you with that.
TA.
Just say
ACO.
taco truck.
I know. And then we're signing up a second one. So until I'm in contract, I don't mention names.
Right,
but
right.
it's a local truck out of PV.
Yes.
We have Philly Up coming up from the Valley. So we got
Nice.
cheesesteaks. Their cheesesteaks are so good.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Man.
Surprise samosas, because you got to have a beer, as Priscilla says. A beer in one hand, samosa in the other.
That makes sense.
She needs a T-shirt. Roadhouse Chili, nice local people.
Oh, fabulous.
I thought chili and beer, that goes good.
It works.
It works.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Mr. Munchie's, he does kettle corn and etc.
Fabulous.
And then another food truck. So we'll have 6 food trucks.
Okay.
And that'll
okay.
be enough. We had a little bit of lines last year, so we're adding a 6th vendor this year.
Oh, good.
Just to drop that down, we'll have tons of porta potties.
Perfect.
We have running water hand wash stations. We recommend blankets, chairs.
Right.
You can't bring in anything that's liquid.
Okay.
Because it could be the other stuff,
Right.
not water. It could be alcohol. So,
Right.
But we'll have refilling stations on the other side.
Perfect. It's an event nobody wants to miss.
No, absolutely.
We're going to talk about when it is, 'cause I don't think we've mentioned, and some more details about the Whiskey Row Brew Fest coming up in June. Right here on Leza Live. Stay with us. Right now, I want to remind everybody that you need a phone number. You need a guy. When your AC or your heater goes out, you got to have a guy. Well, you need the guys and gals over at AC Medic Heating and Air. They are your trusted first responder for comfort. The number 928-848-6224. Don't wait until you need them. I mean, have them Come on out, check out your systems, see if you need any repairs, you need maintenance. Don't wait until you're shivering or sweating. I'm telling you, it's the number you need. AC Medic Heating and Air, 928-848-6224. And this is really special. They offer seniors, veterans, and first responders 10% off all repairs. It's a no-brainer. AC Medic Heating and Air. Welcome back. It's Leza Live on the news, 103.5 FM, KYCA, chatting with Steve Gottlieb from Eagle Management and Events, talking about the Whiskey Row Brew Fest. All right, everybody get out your phone so you can put it on your calendar.
All right, so it is June 14th.
Oh, fantastic.
I know, 85 degrees,
Yes.
gentle breeze. Phoenix will be 110.
Right. Enough said.
Enough said. It's at Mile High Field downtown. Our gates for early entry will open at 4. Well Dressed Wolves will be doing 2 sets, one at 4:45 to 6, and then 6:30 to close. Blankets and chairs are welcome. No coolers.
Right.
Repeat that. No
You don't need a cooler. It's a brew fest.
Yes, you got it there.
And then when you go in, do you you buy the tickets?
Yes, you can buy tickets ahead of time.
Right.
Go to Prescott.events. No
Okay.
com, no net. Prescott.events. They're
Right.
on there. They're still discounted until, I believe, next Friday.
Okay.
And then they go to day of pricing 2 weeks out. So get in there if you want to get some discounted tickets. There's no fee for parking because we got the parking structure a half block away.
Right.
We finish at 8, so you can go downtown and visit our local merchants and continue having your drink on and party with a purpose, or get a bite to eat,
There you go.
or figure life out after
June 14th. Put it
Yep.
on your calendar. Again, what's the website?
that. Prescott.events.
Prescott.events. Thank you for coming in, Steve.
Great seeing you again.
Great seeing you, too. I'll see you all on Magic 99.1 at noon for the All Request Lunch Hour. Have a great day.